is Roger Peterson. I've called this video, How Green Do You Want to Live? Because I had the opportunity to travel to the Orosi Valley area and visit a fourth generation farm that is nestled among national parks in a diverse biological area, which ends up being the melting pot where the tropical lowlands from the Caribbean meet those of the Pacific side, creating a unique buffer zone with lush vegetation. Now, to get to this area, I traveled 1.5 hours out of San Jose, and the property is located just 15 minutes from the town of Orosi. Orosi is one of the oldest communities in Costa Rica. This area was chosen by the Spaniards to establish their first settlement in Costa Rica due to the abundance of water and the fertile land. As we walk around the gardens of the farmhouse, you can certainly get a great feel of how lush and green everything is in this area. Now, once inside the original farmhouse, which is made out of wood, you get a sense of how open and simple it really is, which is a reminder of how life was lived back when the house was originally built. We are still fortunate to enjoy something like this in Costa Rica. It reminded me of a headline I just read that said that COVID-19 had triggered a yearning for change to a slower pace of life, lighter footprints, and existence more connected to nature. What an appropriate saying for the setting that we're in right now. Okay, let me head back inside the house, and I'm going to talk here a little bit with Sergio. Sergio is the grandson of the original owner of the property.
Estos son mis tres tías cuando fueron al Vaticano en los 60s o 70s. Y bueno, ellas son de familia. Y de este lado, pues aquí está mi tía, mi mamá. Estos son ya de la familia. Ya esa es mi tía.
Sergio was explaining to me the family history on the farm and how the family continues to enjoy reunions on the property. So we headed back outside, and Sergio was showing me his latest project, which is building a bamboo gazebo. Now he's using material, the bamboo, which was actually planted by his grandfather originally, who experimented with different varieties of bamboo on this farm. As I mentioned at the beginning, this area was first settled by the Spaniards because of the abundance of water. And we can see that all around us here. This farm is bordered by a couple of rivers, and there are natural springs bubbling up water. Here's one that is captured into a holding tank. As a matter of fact, very close to the property, we have Hacienda Orosi, which are some natural mineral hot springs. We're going to hop in the car and take a look at some repairs that are being done on the irrigation field, and that way you can kind of see what the crop fields look like on this farm as well.
¿Qué me dice, Ilustre?
¿Todo bien? Sí, todo bien, Pablo. Muchas gracias, más bien.
Buenísimo, por allá.
Muchas gracias, un gusto. Por allá.
Yeah, they've got their source of fresh eggs on the farm and even some pheasants.
Qué guapo. Qué guapo. Ay, qué belleza.
The farm is actually over 1,000 acres, but 75% of that has been voluntarily submitted to an environmental carbon credit program to protect the forest located on the farm. Next, we're back in the car with Sergio, who is going to take us to a different sector of the farm. It's that big that we got to get in the car and drive to it. Okay, we are here. This is the part of the farm where Sergio actually wants to build his own personal house for his future retirement and be able to have a sustainable agricultural use for this part of the farm. This part of the farm is surrounded by the Reventazón River, which you can see here on the screen, and also by small farms that dot the area. We can also start to see homes that are being built in the hillside with the spectacular views of the Orosi Valley and then the mountains in the background as well. And as I mentioned at the beginning, it's about a 15-minute drive into the town of Orosi from here. Well, I'm going to let Sergio get back to his office so he can finish some work, and thank him for sharing this tour with us. Also want to reach out and thank his mother for sharing the beautiful gardens around the property. Well, I'm off, of course, with some hesitation, back to the hustle and bustle of San Jose, but glad to know that I'm only over an hour away to once again escape back to Orosi. As always, thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and see you on the next one.